I think all we need to do other than this is create our outro. And I'm going to create the outro the exact same way I created the intro. So let's highlight from intro 1.5 to the beginning of verse 1.1, and we'll option drag this over to outro 1.1. And let's just listen to that from the end of our drop. I think what we need to do is copy over what we did in intro 1.4 with the drums. Because if you remember, we actually changed the transition going out of intro 1.4 into intro 1.5. So let's listen. So I want that exact transition to happen at the end of our drop. So let's copy over the drums of intro 1.4 and we'll paste them at drop 1.4. And then something else we want to do is make sure that we copy over this last little synth fill that we did and copy that over to drop 1.4, the end of it. Let's look at the way intro 1.4 ends. So yeah, we have this bass reverse that goes all the way to the end of the phrase. So let's do the same here. We'll extend the bass out too. That sounds really good. I want that outro to be like a little bit longer because we're not transitioning into anything else. We can sort of take as long as we want to outro this song. I think I just might want to delete outro 1.2. So I'm going to turn on automation lock, then I'm going to delete that section. And then I'm going to select this outro 1.1 to 1.2 and I'm just going to duplicate it across. And then all we're really going to have to do from there is just start arranging just the outro with what we have. And we can definitely do that. So let's listen from drop 1.4. We can sort of let this ride. Like if I was DJing, I would just loop this whole section and start bringing in my next track. We're going to highlight this whole section, hit Command D to duplicate it over. And I think what we can do here is high pass the kick. Let's open up our kick EQ automation. And maybe we can high pass these last 2 bars. So we signal to the listener that a high pass section is coming. And then we'll high pass the remainder of the kicks. Let's also delete the rides for this last outro 1.3. And maybe we can just delete this last bar of the bass line and all the synths, and we'll just let it, and we can move this reverse over and delete that stab. And now let's listen to this. And then let's zoom in and we'll delete this last bar of fills and we'll just let it reverb out. The only other thing I'm hearing is I think we can actually bring the vocal back in for this outro. So we actually made this automation from intro 1.3 to intro 1.5. We can copy these vocals over and paste them, I think, for outro 1.2 to the end of the track. So let's make a marker up here too. So let's listen from drop 1.4 and see if the song closes out nicely. Okay, I think that's it. And usually what I like to do is I'm going to click on our master volume and I'm going to make a point at the end of the track, which is bar 133. And I'm just going to make a 2 to 4 bar just volume automation down, just so that reverb tail comes to a close in a nice way. And that's pretty much it. We arranged our whole song. I think it's sounding really good. I did a little bit of echo automation on the vocals too. I don't know if you caught that, but I just wanted to say that. So now that our track is fully arranged, let's listen to the entire thing start to finish and just make some mental notes to see if we need to do anything.
Dominate, elevate, generate. Dominate, elevate, generate.
All right, so that sounds really good. All of our parts are written and they're all flowing into each other really nicely. So that means our entire song is written, the arrangement is done. Now it's time to get into the mixing.